derived. It's not just used as it is, and by force of convention it gets a meaning. It's not so. A word is derived scientifically starting from the concept what I have got in my mind to convey. If I got a concept in my mind which is abstract, a particular root is attached to it. That's what we call it as dhatu. And that is a starting point, and then onwards I go on adding some prefixes and some suffixes, and finally, according to the rules of grammar, and that will have the original meaning of the dhatu in it as a core, plus other dimensions. So this is a process I've been telling. And if you have to understand the meaning of a Vedic word perfectly, precisely, then it's a must for us to go back to the root and find out what the root means and what are all the prefixes and suffixes that are added to it, and how the prefixes and suffixes go on adding dimensions to the original meaning of the dhatu or the root, and the word is derived. So this process we have been discussing, and we shall continue it further. We have got one dhatu called pa. Already I have discussed about it. That's pa rakshane. Okay, that is one dhatu we have discussed. We got another dhatu called pa only. Pa pane. Pa pane. To drink. Pana means to drink or the drink. To denote it, we have got the dhatu or the root called pa. So, using that pa, I can derive a word which means to drink. Pana, you are familiar with. Madhyapana. Madhyapana is drinking of intoxicating liquor. Surapana, drinking something which is very good. They are not the same. This I discussed in the last session. Pana, jalapana, to drink water. Kshirapana, to drink milk. Another interesting word is pada is one word. Pada means the leg or the foot. Pada. Pada. Or that which is responsible for movement is called pada. Pada gatau is the root. Pada gatau. That which can move is called as pada. It can be the leg or it could be the foot. Now, we have got one thing which drinks through its foot. Can you guess? Very simple. That which drinks through its foot. We call it as padapa. The trees. The trees. So the trees drink through their roots, which you consider as its foot. So padapa. Padapa means trees. Padapa. Then we have got another word, dasyu. Dasyu. Have you heard about this word, dasyu?
No.
At any point of time?
No.
Dasyu?
No.
Dasyu generally is understood as a demon or a devil. Dasyu. The root for that word dasyu is dasu upakshaye. Dasu upakshaye. Dasu upakshaye. Kshaya means degenerate. Kshaya means degenerate. Upakshaye, closely. Now that closely could be in terms of distance, or it could be in terms of time. In the near future, it means that which degenerates in the near future or close by. Dasu upakshaye. So one who is responsible for degeneration or that which degenerates is called dasu. So of course, in the common sense, it is understood as, in the colloquial sense, it is known as a devil or an evil or a demon or something like that. Because wherever a devil is there, the final result is degeneration. Dasu upakshaye. The next word is marut. 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 Now this word marut has got a root. I should be clear by this time. Any Vedic word I am speaking of, or anybody speaks, should be supported by the dhatu and the meaning of the dhatu, and get reflected in the final word that is derived. It's not just that I use some word and give some meaning. It's not baseless. Marut. The root of the word marut is mring pranatyage. Mring pranatyage. Kannadadalli water stuli. Kakha gaghanga. That's one. Mring pranatyage. Pranatyaga is very clear. Pranatyaga is very clear. Pranatyaga means to die, to leave the life, going out of life. That is pranatyaga. Mring. From that, the word marut is derived. So marut is one who is not afraid of death and is ready to die. Or all those, that's all we living beings, in particular human beings, who are prone to death one day or the other. We are not permanent here. In general, it is all we human beings, all life, which is subject to death one day or the other. In particular, it refers to those who are prepared to die for a cause, or who have died for a cause. So what is the word we use in English for those who have sacrificed their life?
Martyrs. Martyr.
Huh?
Martyr.
Exactly. Martyr. So that martyr and this marut, see the closeness. The same meaning we use the word marut. Marut, martyr. So this is one of the proofs that the ancient language, that is the Vedic language, had its influence on different other languages. Martyr. Marut. Meaning the same. Yesterday, while I was discussing about the different forms of proofs, pramana, I had asked you one question. Can we see our own eye?
We cannot.
right cognition part or the pratyaksha pramana. There I expected some or one argument or one question from your side. Why we can see our eyes? Say I got a mirror. When I look at the mirror, immediately I can see my eyes. So it is pratyaksha. Yes, in a mirror we see our eyes. And we conclude that we do have eyes. But there is not pratyaksha pramana, but it is anumana pramana, inference. Let me analyze. Because many times we get confused between the two. That's whether it's pratyaksha or anumana. Here, by looking at the mirror and confirming that I have eyes, or maybe looking through another mirror and looking at my back and telling that I have a back, it is not pratyaksha pramana, but it is anumana pramana, it's an inference. Okay, let me explain. Say we have a mirror. The mirror works. So the function of the mirror is, whatever is in front of it gets reflected in the mirror. That's the property of a mirror. So what is in front we call it as bimba. And the closest word in English is object. It's an object. So this is what we study in physics. So whatever is in front, it is known as the object. And whatever we see in the mirror, that is the image. Here we call it as, the object is called as bimba and the image is called as pratibimba. That's a technical term what used in Shastra. Bimba, pratibimba. And of course science goes. The object distance is equal to the image distance, so many things. That's how the physical science and the rules go.
Oh. Oh. Hold on while we try to get the call back.
Hello?
Yes, Sharma ji. Yeah, we can hear you, Sir Sharma ji.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you, Sharma ji.
Something happened.
Yeah.
And now it's okay?
Yes.
Yes,
We can hear.
We can hear you. We can see you.
Okay. But the number of people has come down.
Yes.
Correct.
It got disconnected.
So I got the mirror and the bimba in front and the image behind it. Now this way I have been seeing everywhere. That is pratyaksha. Wherever there is a bimba, we have a pratibimba, there is a mirror in between. Pratibimba cannot come without bimba. Pratibimba is totally dependent on bimba. An image is there only when there is an object. If the object is removed, the image is removed. When object exists, image exists. That is, there is an inseparable relationship between object and image. This we have seen everywhere else. So, on the same basis, when my eyes are reflected and I am seeing at the reflection, the image I am not seeing at my eyes in the mirror. I am seeing the pratibimba. And because I know the rule that pratibimba is always linked to bimba, the object, because I am seeing the pratibimba, I infer that definitely there should be a bimba and that is my eyes. This is how I come to the conclusion by looking at the mirror. It is a logical analysis of inference. So by looking at the mirror and telling, I am seeing my eyes, therefore I have got eyes, is not direct cognition, is not pratyaksha pramana, is purely inference that I am making that an object should be there when I am able to see the image, the pratibimba. So you should be able to analyze inference like this properly whenever you come across things. Then again, come back to a few more words. Ja is one word. Ja. Ja. So the basic root for the word ja is ja. It has got a root jani pradurbhave. Jani pradurbhave. Jani pradurbhave. That which takes birth. That which is related to birth. Pradurbhava means to come into existence. Jani pradurbhave. So whatever that takes birth is referred to by the word ja. Now another very important thing is, to it we add a prefix called pra. Pra. P-R-A. So now finally it becomes praja. The common meaning what to understand for praja is citizen. But the actual meaning of the word praja is that which has taken a birth in exemplary way. Pra refers to exemplary. Bha is light. Prabha means good and bright and exemplary light. So whenever you add the prefix pra, it makes it exemplary, good, very good, best, like that. Desha is place. You add pra to it, it becomes pradesha. Pradesha is a very good place, relatively, of course. You can add that pra anywhere, which adds to its greatness. Vachana is talking. You add pra to it, it becomes pravachana. Pravachana means good talk, an exemplary talk, beautiful talk. Mere vachana is blabbering, blah blah blah. That is vachana. Pravachana makes all the difference. That pra makes all the difference. You can add it anywhere. You can find hundreds of words where pra is used. And wherever that pra is there, it means it's something good, best, exemplary, excellent. All those senses will get into it as a prefix. Pra.
So even word pramukh, can we say pra and mukh?
Yes, you can say. Pramukha, that mukha is, you can consider as the front part or the leader. Or pramukha means it becomes very important.
Very important.
The great leader. Anywhere you find pra, you find this generally. There are some exceptions. Let's take them leisurely. But pramukh, that pra means excellent, good. Yes, what you have said is right.
What about prasad?
Prasad also same thing. Prasad, something that is placed well. Placed well. Sada means to settle down, to place. Prasada means that which is placed well. Yaga, Prayaga. Prayaga, they have made it the name of a place. That's okay, that is by convention. But actual thing is, Yaga is doing good job. Prayaga means doing it the best way.
Or we say Prayatna.
Yatna, Prayatna, excellent. That's another example. Yatna is just trying. Prayatna is wholehearted trying. So the pra makes it more effective. Yatna, okay, half-hearted attempt. I tried, nothing happened. I did my prayatna means I put all my efforts and did it the best way. Still it did not give result, it's okay. But from my side there is no loss. From my side there is no shortcoming. I have done my prayatna. Right, excellent. You see, this is the beauty of Vedic language. If you understand the concept, you will be able to understand the meaning of hundreds of words at one stroke in a very clear way. Or to tell it in the other way, the words what we already know, they become live for us. Now it is just a word, but now it is live. I am able to feel the word. Now like this, another prefix we have got, that is ah. Ah, elongated ah. Ah. So this ah means in a complete way, Sharira I use. Sharira means the body. When I say ah Sharira, it is from head to toe. Complete Sharira. A to Z. That is the sense it gives. Ah. Lochana, to see. Alochana, to see from all perspectives. To see from all perspectives. A to Z. But one small point we have to keep in mind. When these prefixes are joined, fixed to any particular word, many a time the basic meaning of the word will undergo change. That one point we have to keep in mind. For example, Desha. Desha is place. When I say Adesha, it's an order.
Order, yeah.
The concept of place is gone.
Correct.
Now the meaning has changed. Adesha means to give an order completely, keeping in mind all the perspectives. Of course, that meaning of keeping all things or all perspectives is there in A. But when A joins Desha, Adesha, it becomes an order. Of course, keeping in mind all perspectives, the concept of place is gone. The meaning of place is gone. So it happens many a time. Now one more beautiful thing I will tell you. Suppose I want the meaning of the place also, and I don't want it to change, and all perspectives also has to come. Then what to do? Then I make a very simple thing. When I say Adesha, the meaning changes. When you say Adesha, the meaning of Desha remains with A. You could catch it?
No.
There is a small pause between A and Desha. Adesha, if it pronounce it as one single word, it becomes order. So the original meaning of the word Desha is gone. But all perspectives it will be there. But I don't want the basic meaning to change. Then what it will say is Desha. Then the meaning of Desha continues and adds different perspectives, all perspectives. Where such change has undergone, if a change has come, if I don't want the change, I have to give a little pause to it and say it. Now, these are all coming under principles of phonetics. Principle of phonetics.
But does the all words starting with for example, comes to my mind is asamanta. Asamanta. Or abhas. Or acharya. I mean, is that, I mean...
Speaking, when a has come as a prefix, many times we do have words starting with a, where a is not a prefix. We should be very careful. There could be words with a as prefix, or a as part of the word itself and not a prefix.
Correct. Yes, that was my
Then
question.
we will have no problem. Where a has come as a prefix only, I am speaking of this.
Correct.
Say we have got ashu is one pada, one word ashu. Ashu means to do it quickly. So in this ashu, it is one word, a is not a prefix there.
Or maybe agaman.
There, this principle will not come, these meanings will not come. So now the gist of what we were discussing is, we have got a word starting with a, where a is not a prefix, where a is a prefix. When a is a prefix, it may change the meaning.
So gaman and agaman. Gaman means agaman is exactly reverse. Kya abhas.
Stop working. Oh. Sure. 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 लेख कुकर ಆಯ್ತಾ ಮಗ ಲೇಖ
Vivek, I can leave it. I can see you.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay.
Yes.
I want to stop here. आणि इकडनं पुढचं सगळं ट्रिम करायचं.
हां
हे इकडनं पुढचं का इकडनं सगळं
Maybe let's do this. Let's do a new recording. Then
I need this. Oh my.
Sharma ji, we can see you.
I was speaking about this phonetics when the call got disconnected.
तारीख किती?
It's okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. So I was speaking about phonetics, and while understanding the Vedas, phonetics plays a very major role, because every intonation of ours, the undertone, the overtone, all these things have got something to convey to us. It's a wonderful science we have got. That's why they say Vedas have to be learnt by listening, by repeating, and out of our memory. It's not that we cannot write it, or not, it's not that we don't know how to write it. But through correspondence, I cannot learn music. You see? So as you got the different notes and the different ways of pronouncing it, and music has to be learnt direct under a teacher. Similarly, Vedas also have to be learnt one-to-one under a teacher, because he'll be able to teach us the pronunciation, and when he pronounce, if there is something wrong, he will correct it then and there, and I'll be getting better out of him. So, Shruti Smruti, they call it. Shruti is listening, and Smruti is to keep it in memory and repeat it. So, the Vedas got transmitted from generation to generation in this process only. So, that's a very important thing what we have to understand. And there, the phonetics or the science of pronunciation has got a great role to play. So just how I said, you give a pause and pronounce it, then the whole meaning is different. Don't give a pause and pronounce together, yes, it has got a different meaning. Now let me give one beautiful example for that. That is the whole phonetic science begins here. We know this... See, that is, I mean, speaking of Hindi or Kannada or Veda Bhasha. Not exactly Veda Bhasha. Okay, Hindi and Kannada. So we are given the list of letters, the vowels, the consonants and all those things. So from where we begin? Eli shuru ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಮೇಲೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ E. You are familiar with that. A, I, O, Ru, etc. So here we are given just 2 syllables of the vowel A. A is one, then A is another one. That is, A is the short one, and the elongated one is the A. That we call it as Dirgha Akara. So we are familiar with this. But in phonetic science, they speak of 18 types of akaras which you are familiar with. We are not familiar with. 18 akaras. So, using of each of these akara, has got an impact on the meaning of the word where we use it. We are familiar to only two, but we have got 18. Let me explain it. It's very interesting. So we have got two we know. Another one is all those, there is called as that's called as Pluta. The first one is called as Hraswa. The second one is called as Dirgha. And the third one, what I am telling is Pluta. So if I just snap, say it is one matra, we call it. If it is for one matra, I pronounce it, it is Hraswa. If I do it for two matras, then it is Dirgha. If I do the same thing for three matras, it is called Pluta. Pluta also we use. Say I am calling somebody who is afar. Then say, Rama! That Ma! You see, that is Pluta. We use it. But generally we don't study it under this our Akshara Mala. But in Vedas it is there. Say one very simple example is, we chant Om. We generally chant Om. But Om has to be chanted like this. Om. So O has to be chanted for 3 units of time. 3 units of time. Then for half a unit, Ma. That is the right way of chanting Om. Om. So that O is Pluta. So to show in a particular place that the pronunciation here is Pluta, we write 3 after that. That is 3 in Devanagari script. O I write, then 3 in Devanagari script and half consonant Ma. That means Om. So we have got Hraswa, Dirgha, Pluta, 3 varieties. And in each of these, we have got 3 levels of pronouncing it. You can call it as tone. So the normal tone or normal pitch, what I am using is 1. Another one is undertone. Normal. It is an undertone. It could be an overtone also. This we call it as Anudatta, undertone, Udatta, normal, overtone, Swarita. Anudatta, Udatta, Swarita. So take both, that is Hraswa, Dirgha, Pluta, multiplied with Anudatta, Udatta and Swarita. It is 3 into 3, 9 types of Akara we get. Hraswa Anudatta, Hraswa Udatta, Hraswa Swarita. Dirgha Anudatta, Dirgha Udatta, Dirgha Swarita. Pluta Anudatta, Pluta Udatta, Pluta Swarita. So 3 into 3, 9. I said 18. Now another 9, how it comes? So they classify it as Sanunasika and Niranunasika. So all this 9 with Sanunasika, all this 9 with Niranunasika, it gets 9 plus 9 or 9 into 2, 18. Sanunasika, that is Sa plus Anunasika. Anunasika means with the help of the nose, nasal pronunciation. While pronouncing, nose takes part. That is Sanunasika. Without the use of it is Niranunasika. Nir-anunasika, without the help of the nose. Nasal and non-nasal. Now whatever we did now, that is now this is without nasal. If I use the nose also while pronouncing it, it becomes So I'm using my nose also along with that. The best way of understanding is when there is cold and there is a block in the nose, that's the way we pronounce. So the nose will not be free. So whenever I'm pronouncing, definitely I take the help of nose or it comes in the middle and interferes. And the whole pronunciation is distorted with that. So this we call it as Sanunasika. So 9 types Sanunasika, 9 types Niranunasika, totally I have got 18. So he says, Akara is of 18 types. And we use all of them, I repeat, we use all of them while studying Vedas. And each of them puts forth a different meaning. If it's a Dirgha, it means something. If it is a Haswa, it means something. If it's in Udatta, it is something. If it is in Anudatta, it is something. And if it is in with the nose, Sanunasika, the meaning is different. If it is Niranunasika, it is different. So they employ all these things while studying Veda. When you carefully listen to Vedic chanting, you will find all these pronunciations. But unfortunately, very few people are able to link it to the meaning of the mantra. That's the problem. But if you are familiar with all these things, yes, while understand the meaning of the word or the mantra that is chanted, it becomes more precise and it becomes more obvious. That's the thing. So just I have told one example of Akara, which is 18, which we are not given to understand in our regular studying of Aksharamala. Aksharamala we say then we immediately go to E. Only 2 things are told. But it is 2 plus 16, 18. Okay, while speaking of, again, I come back to the words, what I have been discussing. We have got the word mrityu. It is actually made up of 2 words, mrit plus yu. Mrit plus yu. Mrit means mud or prithvi tattva, we call it. Prithvi tattva. Yu, we have got a dhatu, yu mishrana mishrane. Yu mishrana mishrane. Mishrana and amishrana. Though they appear as opposite, yes, both are represented by the dhatu yu. Mishrana, amishrana. Mishrana is to mix, to come together. Amishrana, to separate. Now, mrityu. Mrit means the mud or the prithvi tattva. You, say, will take the first meaning of you. That is, to get mixed or to join. Now, mrityu means the mud or the prithvi tattva joins prithvi tattva. That is, our whole body is made up of prithvi tattva. That's why it is called as Parthiva Sharira. Parthiva means where prithvi is predominant. So prithvi predominant Sharira is there, and this prithvi predominant Sharira again gets back to prithvi. It becomes mud again. It again goes back to its original Panchabhuta. So this is called as mrityu. Is it not? What is death? Is a physical body going back to its elements. So this is called as mrityu. Mrityu has to be understood like that. Generally when we speak of mrityu or death, we have a strange feeling that we lose something. We have lost something. No. Whatever is there will always be there. Whatever is not there is always not there. Matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. Very simple rule. So this whole physical body is out of matter. So we don't lose anything. It is only a change of form. It is in a particular structure, and the structure disintegrates and goes back to its 5 elements. Nothing is lost. Nothing is lost. Then when you use the meaning of Amishrana, Amishra means to separate. So Mrityu, that is you are separated from Mrityu. You have Mrit, that is the physical body, the Parthiva Sharira. That's also called as Mrityu. Now what is the separating part here? The whole human body or any body for that matter is with the soul.
Okay.
Now the soul gets separated. Soul is not a physical element. Soul is consciousness. Chetana. Now Chetana, which was in the body, gets separated, and the physical body will be on one side and Chetana will be on the other side, and this we call it as Mrityu, death. Death is a separation. Separation of the physical body and the soul. So that is Mrit plus you, separation. Here also nothing is lost. They come together, we call it as birth. They get separated, we call it as death. They are just two events. They are just two events. At birth, nothing comes. It's only a union. And at death, nothing is lost. It's just a separation. So this way we have to understand Mrityu, that is death. Very practical. Now that is why the Vedic word I give one, that is called as Nasha. Nasha. You are familiar with the word Nasha?
Yes. Destroy.
So how do you understand Nasha generally as a noun?
Nasha. Destroy.
Something that is destroyed. Right? But that's not correct. Because as I was telling just now, matter can neither be destroyed nor be created. When that is a rule, the using of the word destroy is not right. So that they have brought it out in the very root of the word Nasha. The root for the word Nasha, please know what it is. Nasha adarshane. Nasha adarshane. Adarshana is not destruction. Adarshana is not able to see. That's all. You are not able to see it in its form what I am seeing now. But nothing is lost. ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು. ಅದರ್ಶನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಣದೇ ಹೋಗುವುದು, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋಗುವುದಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋರಿಗೆ ಇದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Adarshana means I am not able to see. It doesn't mean that it is destroyed. No, it cannot be destroyed. What is there will continue to be there, but maybe in a different form. I am not able to see it in the form I am seeing now. So I call it as Nasha. So using of the word destruction is unscientific because nothing gets destroyed. Same thing with energy also. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It remains. The same thing Krishna also says in Gita. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sataha. You can refer it there in Gita. What is there continues to be there. What is not there will never come into existence. Conservation of energy, conservation of matter. It's a great principle in modern science also, but it was known to Vedic scholars. For them it was not new. That is why they have coined the dhatu nasha adarshane. They have discovered the dhatu nasha adarshane. Nasha means adarshana, not able to see. There is some change. Now let me give you a chart. Now these are all certain pieces I'm just giving. Now these pieces what I'm giving we have to assemble when you are trying to study the Vedas and the Veda mantras. Now one more chart you can note down. Say it is a 3-column chart. 3-column chart. And you have got 5 rows. So you can put a table like that. 3 by 5. Or rows first, it is 5 by 3. 5 rows, 3 columns. So it's just like a matrix. 5 rows, horizontal 5, vertically 3. 5 by 3. Matrix. Okay. Now speaking of the first column. First column, one below the other. That is, I am speaking of the Panchabhutas. Okay. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Prithvi. So the first column is ready?
Yes.
Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Now the second column, again from the top. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Second column is over. Now coming to the third column. Shrotra, Tvak, Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Ghrana. Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Ghrana. So the matrix is ready?
Yes.
If you have any confusion, ask me, I'll repeat.
No.
First column, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Second column, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, one below the other. Third one, Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Ghrana. Okay. The first column what I got is Panchabhuta. Now these Panchabhutas is a derived one. All the Panchabhutas basically was one, and that we generally refer to as Moola Prakriti.
Okay.
Moola Prakriti. Moola Prakriti, or sometimes you also use the word Vyakta. Vyakta. So what is Moola Prakriti, what is Vyakta has been divided into, has been classified into, has been segregated into the 5. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Now when you speak of Pralaya, Laya is, once again, not destruction. Laya is not able to see. Pralaya, we are not able to see them the best way, exemplary. That we call as Pralaya. So at Pralaya, even these 5 what we have got becomes 1. That is Moola Prakriti. So from Moola Prakriti I have got these 5, and these 5 are distinct. These 5 are distinct. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, they are distinct. Now what makes them distinct? We come to the second column.
Okay.
If Shabda is predominant, if Shabda is the essence, is the core, that we call it as Akasha. Anywhere. If Shabda is there, yes, it is Akasha. So Vayu is that where we find Sparsha. Shabda is, in English is a problem. Okay, the closest one you can take for Shabda is sound. Not exactly the sound what we see in physics. Or in bang something, you get that sound. It's not exactly that. Okay, vibration you can take.
Okay.
Because any sound without vibration is not there. Vibration itself is sound. So where vibration or sound is there, okay, that's Akasha. Where the sense of touch is there, that is Vayu. Where there is a shape, it's Agni. Now the English translations don't take them seriously. Because when I say Rupa, it is not exactly translated into shape. Closest one I'm telling. So it's better we learn the technical terms as it is. Trying to translate it into other language may lead to misunderstandings. But I'm just giving a close thing. But let us understand the things or the concepts straight with the technical terms what we have got. Rupa is the essence of Agni. Then Rasa. Rasa is the essence of Jala. Now Rasa is something that is amenable for taste. That which is amenable for taste, we call it as Rasa. Then the last one, that which has got maybe smell, fragrance, anything, that is Prithvi. Hindi में बोले तो सूंघना, सूंघना, to smell. So whenever you have got something which can be smelled, yes, there is that Prithvi Tattva. If I am able to see some shape, yes, there is that Agni Tattva. If some sound is there and if you are listening, the element what is working behind it is Akasha. Now I am talking, you are able to listen. So in this sound, what I am able to produce and what you are able to listen, there is that Akasha Tattva in it. If Akasha Tattva is missing, it's all dumb. You can see my lip movement, but you will not be able to hear anything. Audio problem. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. And the third column, we have got instruments which are capable of coming in touch with all these things. Shrotra means ears. Shrotra means ears. So it's an instrument meant to recognize sound. In other words, Akasha. We come in contact with Akasha through our sense organ, that is Shrotra, ears. If this instrument is not working properly, there's a ears. If they are not working properly, so I am not able to come in contact with Shabda or Akasha Tattva. That means I will not be able to listen. Shrotra, Tvak. Tvak means the skin, the dermis. So sense of touch has got something to do with our skin. We experience Vayu through our skin. That is Sparsha. Sparsha is related to skin. Shrotra, Tvak. Chakshu. Chakshu is eyes. That's the instrument that is required to see. That means Rupa. That means Agni. It's totally different chemistry we have got. The modern chemistry, here and there is a match with this. But the chemistry what I am telling now, or the physics what I am telling now, or the Vedic science, it is a very much subtle and it has got its own terminology. Trying to convert this terminology into modern science or understanding modern science in this terminology, I say is a bad exercise. It's a bad exercise. Because conceptually there is a lot of difference between the using of these terminologies. So it's a bad exercise. Many try to do it and lose their path. They go astray. Let us not do that. Anyhow, here and there I give you the closest possible terminology, but don't depend on that English translation very much. It's better we understand them in the original terminology itself. Okay. Then we have got
Jihva.
Jihva. Jihva is the tongue. And there is an instrument to come in contact with rasa. That is Jalatva. Jalatattva. And last one is the nose. Ghrana. Ghrana is the nose and is capable of smelling, and that is Gandha. Gandha is smell. Good or bad. Then we have got, related to it is the Prithvi Tattva. If Prithvi Tattva is there, we should be able to feel the smell. If Jala Tattva is there, I should be able to taste. If I am not able to taste, it is minus Jala Tattva or minus Rasa. So I think now we have understood the interrelationships in the 3 columns and 5 rows. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Ghrana. Now this is a system what they have got. And when it is Pralaya, it is just one Mula Prakriti. They have got another word for that Mula Prakriti. You can note it down. We'll discuss it later. Ambhaha. 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 Ambha Mahaprana. Ambha. And we write 2 dots. That's Visarga. Ambhaha. Don't write Ambha and a consonant Ha. It's not consonant. This is called as Yoga Vaha. Visarga. Ambhaha. So even before Panchabhutas, the form it is in is Ambhaha. Ambhaha is distinctly separated into 5 elements, and these 5 elements are recognized by the qualities that they have got, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, and they are experienced through the sense organs, that is Shrotra, Tvak, Chakshu, Jihva, Ghrana.
Okay.
So they become step by step more, we call it as gross. First column to third column it becomes gross. The word for it is sthula. Sthula. And from third column to fourth column, if you go back, it becomes subtle. SUBTLE, subtle, or Sukshma we call it. So as you move from 1 to 3, it is gross. From 3 to 1, it is subtle. You have any idea about Ayurveda Shastra?
Yes.
Someone, one of you? Ayurveda
Yeah.
Shastra, the basics.
Vata, Pitta, Kapha.
Louder.
No, Vata, Pitta,
You're
Kapha.
right here. Alright, exactly. So these three are the basic pillars of Ayurveda. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. If you ask me for English translation, I am sorry, I am at a loss. We have to use the very terms. And they call it as dosha. All the three they call it as dosha. Now in fact, Ayurveda is a Upaveda, not the basic Veda, but its roots in Veda, and it has derived from the Veda, and we call it as Upaveda. So in the Ayurveda we find this, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. We call them as dosha. That means even a little disturbance in their balance is a cause for disease. That's what they say. So if it has to be a condition of health or swasthya, these doshas have to be balanced. That is not dosha. Sama doesn't mean equal. It means equal also, but here it means balanced, not necessarily equal. Should be in a balanced condition. If Vata, Pitta, Kapha are in balanced condition, yes, a person will be healthy. That's not all. That's not all. It's one of the parameters. I'm just touching it. I'm not going deep into it. Now, what is this Vata? Vata is, in the first column, 1 plus 2. First column, 1 plus 2. So what is it?
Akasha.
First column, 1 plus 2.
Akasha plus Vayu.
Exactly, right. Akasha plus Vayu is equal to Vata in Ayurveda.
Oh, okay.
And the third one is equal to Pitta.
Agni.
Agni is equal to Pitta. Now the third one is an easy guess for you.
Kapha is Jala and Prithvi.
Jala and Prithvi put together is Kapha. Kapha is not the phlegm. Generally we understand Kapha is phlegm. It's not that. It's a combination of Jala and Prithvi. Jala and Prithvi make it to Kapha. So these 5 elements are reduced to 3 in Ayurveda.
Okay.
So if these 3 have to be in balance, what does it mean? The 5 elements have to be in a balanced condition in every structure, then it will be healthy.
Wow.
That's how to define it. Unfortunately, even today, the definition of health given by WHO is not as complete and as encompassing as this. Even today. You can find the definition of health in WHO portal. You can see that. You keep it in some place. We'll further discuss about it someday. This is only the beginning I have done. Samadoshaha. It is one of the parameters for good health. Vata, Pitta, Kapha have to be balanced. Vata is Akasha plus Vayu, Pitta is Agni, and Kapha is Jala and Prithvi. So finally what we understand is all the 5 elements in us to be in a balanced condition, and that is one of the parameters to define it. I should be able to understand. That's the beauty of the Shastras, what we have got with Indian origin. That is, though Ayurveda is different, though Vedic science is different, in fact, they are all intertwined. They all have got some common thing. They all have got interrelationship. And they all are convergent in nature. This is very important. converging. We can correlate exactly what we study in one Shastra and what we are studying another Shastra, we can correlate it. The basic concepts, they all at one point. All the basic concepts meet at one point. So you got a feel of this table?
Beautiful.
Yes.
Got a feel of this table with
Yes.
5 rows and 3 columns, a matrix? Of course, this works as the foundation for all the physical sciences that we are studying today. This table works as a basis. You call it physics, you call it as astrophysics, you call it as chemistry, you call it as anything. So do you have it? So today I have discussed several things.
Yeah.
It's not the end of it. It is only a comma. We'll discuss about it more in the coming days. And as we enrich ourselves with the Vedic vocabulary and how the words are derived and what they actually mean, it becomes very easy for us when we take up the hymns and try to understand that. One last word for the day. Japa. Japa. You are familiar with that, to do japa. But as on date, we understand japa as chanting something, maybe within ourselves, maybe loudly, and chanting it, maybe 10 times, 12 times, 100 times, 108 times, 1000 times, keep on chanting, and maybe to keep a track of it, we have this beads. And to just move the beads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And at the 108th bead, 2 beads will be glued together. It's a double bead. So that's the beginning of it, etc. You might have seen all those things. And this beads and moving it is not only in Hindu culture, even in other cultures they use it. Even Christians, even Muslims, when they sit for chanting and
Rosary.
they keep this going. And this is what we understand as japa. And finally, bead is japa, japa is bead. But that is not so. That's not so. The Patanjali Sutra. We have got one Patanjali Sutra. And please understand, Patanjali has taken everything from Vedas. Patanjali's Sutras or Yoga Darshana is not an independent work of Patanjali. Of course, sutras are framed by him, but every concept that he explains in his Patanjali Sutra is taken from the Vedas. It is totally indebted to Vedas. I am stressing this because if we study Patanjali independently, we miss many things. But if we study Patanjali in the light of Vedas, wonderful things will unfold. So that's why I am stressing on this. Okay. Patanjali, he defines, of course in the light of Vedas, what japa is. That's the point what I am to put forth. Tad japaha tad artha bhavanam. Tad japas tad artha bhavanam. When I split it, it is tat japaha tad artha bhavanam. So when I am doing japa, the meaning of it should come to your mind. That's his stress.
Wow.
Mere chanting is mechanical and absolutely of no use. When you are chanting, you should be able to experience the meaning of it. So chanting of a meaningless word is also meaningless. Many times we do it. From, ream, room, dum, dum. Something we chant. And mostly we do it in this tantric way. Tantric. So that's a clan. So in the tantric way they do all these things. What is the meaning of it? God only knows. No, it's not like that. We chant which has got meaning And while chanting, we should be able to understand the meaning of it. Then it is called as a japa. Tad japas tadartha bhavana. So we chant, okay, Om Bhurbo Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasudemi Dhiyo Prachodayat Gayatri Mantra 100 times I do it. What is the meaning of it? I'm sorry, I don't know. It's a waste of time and energy. Maybe my words are a bit harsh, but that's the truth. Truth is bitter. You may do 100 times, you may do 1,000 times. But if you are not able to understand it, if you are not able to take the meaning to your heart, it's a waste. You chant it only once, it doesn't matter. But chant it by taking its meaning to your heart, it's useful. Where is the basis? Tad japa sadartha bhavana. As very clearly said in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, japa is that which is understood or which is chanted with meaning. With meaning, double underline. Okay, we'll stop it for the day, and tomorrow we'll continue.
Okay, thank you so much.
Tomorrow, God willing, that is, if my health is okay, we'll have it, or maybe the next day. Anyhow, please bear with me. That's one drawback what I have recently. If my health is in good condition, I'd like to.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Thanks so much.